somewhat the zone before me, from what I can have as an association of what is physically available before me. That's the thing. So also these first 9 letters are into that zone. So I will also put the letters of the first category into that zone first. But if they combine with another letter which are outside that comfort zone, they move. And that's why there is also the frame, because the frame underneath, not just the points, but so the frame will adapt. The movement will adapt. The point is as a starting point, because that's what it is, the starting point of focus is fixed. That's all which is fixed in that position of the first 9 letters. So you have here the different categories of certainty. So we have the most certain ones in the middle, ranging to a lesser and lesser certain areas, which in this case I even put it into 4 positions, 4 levels, which I can do. So it's no problem. You have to be a little bit adaptive to the reality that you can have. So you have a center point somewhere, but this center point, okay, it breaches a little bit, to a little bit bigger. So until we can see, okay, we can have it, we can touch it. Until there, it's still within that center, the surrounding of it, and then the surface of the of what I can still have under my control. The T and the O position is then not in that physical area, but the O position is in my environment, in the second category, where it splits, and it splits also beyond the horizon. I mostly figure out, like on the stars, on the sun, and so on. So everything that moves, most of it that moves is in that area. Also what is before you, but before you we can also handle objects that have a fixed position, and they always be considered as that fixed position. Once you move towards the sky, it's all about movements. The clouds might be there at a specific position point, but as an object even, they are about going to move anyhow. It is not fixed. They are not about fixed points. So everything in the O zone there is our environment, a bit further away, within that zone of timings. So there's the zone of O. So how do we combine then the T and the O? That I'm going to explain a little bit better, because T is underneath, O is up there. So we have to combine it. So the T on its zone, fixed on a position, on an object, as a placement, it's fixed. It's, let's say, there. It's that. It's emphasized more or less there. Not 100% exact, but it is within a certain range, like the letter T is. It's in that range, within that position of within that height. A certain height is the letter T. That gives us the mindset, the understanding of where the letter T is. It's going to be uplifted. That's in the background. It doesn't say how much is going to be uplifted, but it is an uplifted point. It was already an uplifted point, but if we're going to combine it, we're going to uplift it for the next letters. We're going to uplift it to somewhere with a direction, with that direction, that vertical direction. And how, and in which frame, in which background this is, of course, the frame in which the word exists, in which the word focus exists. That's the frame. So in this case, from the letter T alone, we don't know yet how big our frame is and how wide in the vertical we're going to need to be. It's not fixed. That's not fixed. The only point it is fixed is the starting point, the foundation. So the O, in general, we know already, it goes from starting point, from my focus, I see it around me, to a timing. A timing, And yeah, okay, you can see already there will be a meeting point there. So I can go towards a meeting point, and that also tells us how this meeting point works, what it is. You can see it as within a physical frame. All what is in a physical frame, like with the letter A, it can only remain down there. But within O, I have to have a bigger frame. The framing is the timing. So with 2, I have to go to timing. I have to time things. I have to go to things. I don't have them immediately in the physical space. I have to go to it. So there is the O. It's going to be up, and it's going to be within my reach. It's going to be reached somewhere. That's my goal, how to go from my position to another position. It's that in-between zone as well. It's that activity zone where you go to with 2. And let's have this placement again. I have this fixed placement, so I have this frame. So how did I do that, and how will I do that differently with ta, tu, to, and ti will also be explained. So let's do that again. Let's have ta first. So I have the t first position within physical space. There will become my new frame for my basic foundation, for the A as a next letter. And I will have it with to. It was a bit quickly and primitive, but you know where I had the starting, which frame. Then the two, yeah, there you know the O is another frame. It's from another frame. It's from another context. So of course we have to go to that frame. So, but it's 2 is from one timing frame to another timing frame. So it meets itself, yes, in the middle between 2 zones, like, but from a position that you say, okay, here I can go to breach it, going to, you know already what it is, but you know these 3 frames that it can be. Frame, I mean underneath, or frame up. You know these frames are not fixed with placements, and also how large the directions are is also not fixed. But the point itself, a starting point, was fixed. That's what I said. In the second degree, what is fixed there? That there is a timing. It's always fixed, and you know the timing from start to finish. It's within that zone, and there you know it. Well, in the last category, there the frames will be fixed, and they will dominate where things happen. And that's these 3 different ways of thinking also say which things are fixed and which things are not fixed. So you have the ears that a bit better. I have that placement of ta, so I have my a around it. I have that's the ta, the immediate placements of ta with getting higher. So you can have higher up. You can emphasize that going higher up. It depends on what the next letters will be, but I have it here as one frame of focus. Why will the toe or the two, like we pronounce it, it is not so much an immediate physical placement as with ta. It is an indirect placement, but it is a direct direction. So because the timing letters are about timing, it's about direction, it's about changes. That's what is fixed in O. So this T goes to O, it goes to these things that are not immediately reachable in space, but they are reachable or become reachable in a timing process. So you understand it now. As an addition, I can also have T. You don't have immediate words with T, but you have some of them, like endings with xion. T is then and from the last frame. It's about the frame. So the frame is fixed. What does it mean if a frame is fixed? If you have a mathematical formula, it has a range from here to here, and there within that range, there you have the frame in which you have certain qualities that appear there, or yeah, let's say qualities or a formula within that range. Formulas are these kind of generalization that needs frames. So we need to have the frame first to understand what are values. So is the value? What is the workable value? Is t. You have that feedback process which is immediately, no, in the general rules in 1, 2, 3 you have a fixed position where I can work with, which is the value, which I can adapt, which I can use anywhere, in that way of thinking. That's the third category, a good example from combined with letter T. But we were going to talk about to cure, so we had to. So what is to? I'm going to do something, I'm going to change something, I'm going towards something. It's not immediately there, but it's reachable, and that's I'm going to do also in to cure.